Ladies and gentlemen, I would like now to invite somebody very special. He's none other than Yang Berbahagia, Dato Dr. Zahari Husin, and he will talk on leadership and success of Pero Dua.
Thank you, Datin. Yang bahagia Profesor Dato, yang bahagia Dato Johan Jaafar, yang dihormati Profesor Dr. Liao Chiseng, yang dihormati Dr. Vincent Liao, yang disegani distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and very good morning. Dr. Saiful, you are the lucky one because you can say no to Dr. Liao. Professor Dr. Liao is one person that I cannot say no. I always have difficulty in saying no to him. So when he asked me to come to this event and give a talk, immediately I say yes, because I know no point of arguing with him. Without even knowing what subject that I'm going to talk. So later when he told me that I'll be speaking on leadership and the success of Produa, I said, wow, what mess am I putting myself into? Especially talking about leadership in front of all of you here today, just like a school children talking to teacher or giving a speech to teacher. I'm no expert in leadership, and Produa, well, we're just a small company compared to the other big organizations locally or abroad. But anyway, I'm glad I'm here today. I will try my best. And again, Dr. Saiful, you mentioned just now, after Dato Atika, it's tough for you to standing here, and I must say, after you, it's gonna be even tougher. But I will try my best. Ladies and gentlemen, I read somewhere a story about a consultant giving a seminar, and during the session, the consultant passed the balloon to all the participants and asked the participants, each of them, to write their name on the balloon. And he put the balloon in the other room and asked everybody to go into the room to take the balloon with their own name. Of course, the consultant gave only 5 minutes to complete the task. So everybody rushed into the room and searching frantically for the balloon with their name on it. And they failed miserably. Then during the second session, they complete the task within 2 minutes. What have they done differently this time? So, in 2012, for some of you who know the history, my history, in 2012 I went back to Produa. I started my career in Produa in 1993. I left Produa in 2006 to another car company. I came back in 2012. So when I came back in 2012, the first thing that I observed at Produa, the biggest concern at that time, people working in silos. And many things went wrong at that time because of that attitude. So based on the story that I mentioned earlier, Professor and the balloon and how people rushed into the room. The second time, what they did was, they went into the room and everybody picked the balloon and exchanged the balloon. They picked the balloon, called the name, So meaning every page, there's an honor already. So that's why they complete the task within 2 minutes. The first round, there's no compression, no cooperation, no teamwork, and so for everybody only looking for their money. The second time, they did the other way around. So in relation to that silent things, the first thing that I did was to change that attitude. How do we want to cure that disease? To remove the silo working culture in Florida. So here goes the story. Just like any other initiative that we want to do, we have to get the buy-in from everybody, from all ranks, the staff, management, and so forth. So we started with what we call internal transformation initiative. There were a lot of discussion, engagement. We have many sessions asking the management, the staff, what need to be done. Try to understand the issues and so forth. So finally, we decided that we should embark on the internal transformation initiative. Even that also we seek opinion from everybody, and the staff even recommend that we don't call it transformation, because transformation is such a big word. Some people got scared by hearing transformation. So we call it change, and we put a pledge, change, together we are one. So under change, together we are one, there are 3 main pillars. What we call, for the first pillar is what we call unlocking the protocol, which enable closer and cordial relationship between staff and management, without compromising the hierarchy. When staff feel more comfortable and not burdened with too many protocols, they became more creative and participative. With that, we are now seeing lots of volunteerism. Staff morale is improving as they feel being appreciated and recognized. Similarly, they are more accepting of our corporate initiative. Team spirit is at the peak, not just within the department, but across the organization. More importantly, everybody happy. We also asked each department to come out with their own service level agreement, SLA. But the SLA cannot be too complicated. It must be a simple one. For example, like everybody must wish or must greet everybody every morning. And what we did differently is, instead of getting the manager to be responsible for the SLA, we get the staff, the non-managerial staff, to be responsible for that SLA. And we make the staff to feel how being the boss. It was fun and effective, and more importantly, everybody happy. The second pillar under the pledge is creating fun working place. Realizing the fact that we spend so much of our time, awake time, in the office rather than anywhere else. It is important to make our office more fun, lively, cheerful, and less stressful. We encourage volunteerism in decorating their workstation. We encourage volunteerism in organizing games and office activities. We encourage free expression of creativity as long as it's within the company SOP and company policy. And within a year, we saw the formation of our own choir group, basket group, and so forth. Now, every here and then, our basket team perform during lunch break to entertain their friends and colleagues having lunch. And they've done this voluntarily on their own. We have flash mob group who from time to time perform surprises to colleagues, including to bosses during special occasion. And they did the same during my birthday the other day. Ladies and gentlemen, let us watch this video. September this year, when for the first time in Produa history, we managed to achieve 40.6% market share. So what happened in the video shows that staff from other departments did a surprise to sales staff. So people from different floors went down to sales department floor to celebrate that achievement. And maybe you cannot see in this video, but we can see the faces of sales staff, how surprised they are. And this is maybe a small thing, but it's very touching, and people remember this for a long, long time. And we continue to do this whenever we have an achievement, and also during not so good time. Like for example, last month we didn't do well in terms of our target. So people in other departments went down to sales department also to console them and say that there will be another one. So this is again what we want to do during the transformation initiative. At Produa, we always have many mothers who are breastfeeding their infant. I don't know why, but for some reason we always have pregnant ladies. They give birth quite often in Produa. Maybe because of their happy bunch, or because of work stress, they go back, nothing else. Sorry. But in one of the engagement sessions with the staff, somebody suggested that why not we prepare a lactation room for this mother. It came out just an idea, but what happened last month, we got the lactation room ready. But ladies and gentlemen, that lactation room actually prepared and done by the staff. The company only provides the space. This is the lactation room. They contribute the money, they contribute the time to prepare this room. And now all the mothers happily, comfortably do their things in this room. I can say that our staff spirit has improved much and the voluntary culture has since grown. They now want to come forward and contribute and to participate to make our office more fun and lively. This complements the first pillar very well. This is one remedy to the silence issue, and more importantly, everybody happy. The third pillar is work-life balance. We encourage Produan to get involved in activities, be it outdoors or indoors. We have all the fields and utilities, but we're not fully utilized for some time. Perhaps due to work pressure, people just come to work and rush home after office hour, and tomorrow come back again, same thing every day. This is not healthy and not motivating enough. Nowadays, every evening, except when weather is not good, we can see and hear people having fun at the field. Even for indoor, they organize on their own all sorts of games and activities among friends and colleagues. Some has even took this to outside Produa. They did things on their own and still attribute to Produa. This is to show how attached and proud they are being Produa. This is the few of Produa staff went to Kota Kinabalu, climbed the mountain, and when they reached the peak, nobody asked them, no company assignment, it's people Produa logo. So that's the issue. Ladies and gentlemen, what more important is everybody happy. More and more things are being formed, and it is getting more interesting to come to office now. And it is no longer dragging their feet, waking up in the morning just to come to work, but it is more a place they feel excited to go and a place they want to be. And we all share and enjoy our time in the office together with the colleagues, as long as everybody happy. Ladies and gentlemen, I am sure you have heard about Rumahku Syurgaku. When you spend more hours in the office, we must also have the same feeling to our office. So Officeku Syurgaku, or at least something similar to that. That is what we are creating at Produa now, and we want everybody to be happy. Those three pillars are the foundation for the new Produa way of working. Together, we have made us a strong team, and a strong team will lead us to stay strong as an organization. With a strong team, slowly silos die off, loyalty are visible, and performance KPI are no longer considered obstacles. This is the climate that an organization wants to be. Now, Dato Atika, please allow me to do some selling as well. Now, on Produa, we actually started our humble beginning in 1994 with only one model. I'm sure you all remember that model, Produa Kanji 660cc. That's back in 1994. We sold about 8,800 cars that year, with only 88 sales outlets nationwide. Compared to the other car companies, we are relatively young, very young in fact. At the age of 14, Produa emerged as the #1 car company in Malaysia. That was in 2006. Now, after 23 years in operation, Produa continued to become market leader in Malaysia for 10 consecutive years. In 2014, we celebrated our 20th anniversary with an annual sales figure of 196,000 units, with only 3 models in the product lineup. We remain humble. For 2016, only 1 month to go, Produa is still at the top, leading the market with year-to-date sales of 167,000. As we speak, our year-to-date market share is 35.8%, and currently Produa is selling 4 entry-level models, namely Produa Myvi, Alza, Azia, and recently launched Beza. Ladies and gentlemen, 2016 is a very difficult year for Malaysian automotive market. After a continued growth for 11 consecutive years, Malaysian automotive market finally contracting this year. In actual fact, market has started to soften since last year, right after the introduction of GST. But don't get me wrong, I didn't say GST is the reason why the market dropped. But it started right after GST introduction because there are many things changed after GST. The system and also the way of selling cars. There are many new normal that changing the landscape of selling cars in Malaysia immediately after GST. Market continued to shrink under the current difficult economic conditions and stringent financing guidelines by Bank Negara Malaysia. Total industry volume, or TIV, year-to-date this year dropped by almost 13.7% to 466,000 units.
Adalah dimaklumkan, hotel kami akan mengadakan ujian bomba dan penyelaman. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, adalah dimaklumkan hotel kami akan mengadakan ujian bomba dan penyelaman. Terima kasih.
Just to show how difficult market is. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, total industry volume (TIV) year-to-date 2016 dropped by almost 13.7%. By the end of 2016, the TIV is expected to close at around 560,000. That is 100,000 lower than last year. And TIV, or total industry volume, for 2016 will be the lowest since 2010. Despite the market condition, Produa sales is expected to drop marginally at around 4%. In 2016, with a volume of 205,000, and 36% market share. This is an improvement compared to last year, market share of 32%. Yet, ladies and gentlemen, we continue to remain humble. As a brand, Produa continue to be strong among Malaysians. Always, our emphasis has been in ensuring the best quality, be in our product or in our service. Ensuring the most affordable cost of ownership to our customer, and ensuring our promise in the area of delivery are being fulfilled. This quality, cost and delivery KPI is something that we uphold strongly, from the manufacturing up to sales by our vendors and all our sales and after sales outlets. This is a big challenge that we put to ourselves, but we take pride of fulfilling it, and results have been good. For example, Produa Myvi has been the most popular model in Malaysia for 10 years in a row. Until last year, or more than a year ago, another of our model, Produa Azia, came into picture and took over the position of the best-selling model in Malaysia. So far, we have sold almost 900,000 Myvi in Malaysia. Let me just share with you a minute-by-minute video footage that we captured during our Myvi Love of the Nation event last year. This gathering was recognized by Malaysian Book of Records as the biggest gathering Produa of Myvi in Malaysian history. It took place in May last year during our 20th anniversary celebrations. 10th anniversary of Myvi. If we want to wait for the video to finish, it will take a very long time because we managed to gather so many Myvi, so we better stop. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not be exaggerating if I say that half of Malaysian drivers today started their driving license on Produa cars. Maybe even for some of you who is younger than me, or in this room today also started your driving in Produa car. Since the year 2000, more than 95% of driving school in Malaysia are actually using Produa car as car for to teach the Malaysian to drive. It started with Produa Kanche, followed by Produa Viva, and now Produa Azia. If you obtain your driving license after year 2000, surely you are one of them. That first car that you put your foot to drive is on Produa car. That is one example how close Produa is to Malaysian heart and life. Hence, we recently launched what we call the Produa Effect campaign to reflect our brand pillars such as value, care, safety, and comfort with Malaysian heart and livelihood in mind. This is the first, this is the second, and this is the third print advertisement on Produa Effect. I don't know how many of you remember this. The picture in this advertisement tells 1,000 stories, real life story. That one, the one on the, can we go back to the one on the motorbike? This one is my favorite. When the agency showed to us the first creative, it's only the kid and the father on the motorbike. I asked them to put in the red because during my growing up in Terengganu, I saw many something like this. That people went to school to fetch the kids on a motorbike during raining season. This is a real life. I'm sure many of you also have seen something like this in your own life. And there came Produa in our life, providing an opportunity for a safer and more comfortable mobility that we never thought, or to many of us that we never thought we would have the chance to own before. That is Produa to Malaysia. That is Produa Effect. With 35% market share, Produa registered 3 cars for every 10 cars sold in Malaysia. So far, we have put more than 2.5 million cars on the road. Unfortunately, or fortunately to Produa body and paint business, for every accident that happened in Malaysia, it will involve 1 Produa car, or 2 cars, or 3 Produa cars. Perhaps it is not a good example to quote today, but that is to show how far we have come in just 23 years. Yet, we remain humble. Do we have to go?
I think, do you want to burn together? I'm not sure
Okay,
what it is, but continue until we are asked to leave.
I'm closing anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, I'm not a speaker on leadership. Produa is far from a successful company compared to the other big OEM, but we are blessed with the support and confidence given to us by Malaysia. We can have all sorts of good leadership style and management approach, but if we fail to recognize the customer need, we will not be where we are today. It is the customer that determines the progress and survival of a brand. That is why at Produa, customer always our priority. You matter most. That is our slogan. And again, I am not a speaker. I am a strategist. At work, I don't talk that much. I only strategize. So today, Dr. Liao asked me to come and talk on leadership. So that's why I said from the beginning whether I'm the right person or not, I'm not sure. But I hope you enjoy what I said just now. And thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Yang Berbahagia, Dato Dr. Zahari Husin. I know that all of you will be rushing to upgrade your CVs because you want to work at Perodua after this, right? Can I see a show of hands? People who want to work with Perodua under Dr. Zahari, Dr. Zahari? Oh, they're shy. But I know they want to apply. I do. And I also want to say that I own a kanchil for many, many years, and I do not want to sell my old kanchil. I'm refurbishing it because it's very special. So there you have it.